Welcome, gents. Welcome back to my channel. How are you guys? I hope you guys are doing well. If you haven't yet subscribed, please subscribe. Please like and please share our videos. So today I'm going to bring you just 2 tips of how I save, and this is going to be the first disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor of any kind. I work in finance, but I'm not a financial advisor. So everything that I'm stating today are things that I do for myself and that work for me, right? Might not necessarily work for you guys, but again, I'm not a financial advisor. So if you decide to take my tips, they come directly from me. All right, so I sometimes get asked how I work around my savings, right, as a young adult, and how I'm able to save towards certain things, because we're in a time where we're looking at bonds. Some of us have bonds, some of us are thinking about getting bonds, and some of us are not yet ready to get bonds. For example, we're looking at getting cars, etc., etc., etc. And people are struggling with the basic, like, savings. You know, I'm talking about saving like 200 rand. We're not talking about like thousands and thousands of rands. And they want to know how I do it, or what can I advise. So for me, savings comes in different forms. It's not only saving at the bank where I have just that physical money that I can access at any time, but it's me putting up maybe structures that have real value to it, right? Where I don't necessarily have access to like physical money, but I can get certain things. But let's start off with the first thing, like a small little tip that people disregard. Everybody knows this. This is not new, right? As kids, this was like our go-to of how they taught us how to save. So I have here my favorite piggy bank. Do you see this minion piggy bank? Okay, it's like a metal kind of structure, right? I can't open this, and this is big. I don't know how many kgs this is, but I can save like more than 30,000 in this. For mine, I accidentally dropped coins, but I've been putting paper notes, so that's the aim of this. I want to get a second one, to have one at home and also have one at work. So this definitely goes a long way for me. So I'll be dropping notes, and I usually drop notes when I have a lot of cash, you know, and I know, okay, I'm not going to be complaining. When you want to save, you save when you just get money, right? Don't try to save when you're broke, because you're not gonna save, because you like literally you're compelled to settle maybe certain financial obligations that you might have. So savings is gonna be the least, if not, it's not even gonna feature. Right, so the aim of saving here is not to like open it in the next year. So for me, I'm going to save money here for like the next 3 years, and the aim is to use the money that I save in this particular piggy for something that is useful, maybe like a balloon payment on my vehicle, or maybe if I have like 30k, I'm gonna do a down deposit, maybe in this, maybe let's say I want to get at that house or something like that, and then maybe I would contribute towards that. I'm not going to use these kinds of savings for clothes and stuff, so it's long-term savings. So I never really have stress, or I never get to a point where like, I want to open up my piggy. No. And just the make of the piggy doesn't allow you that kind of flexibility to just open it at any time. I'd have to have someone like, I don't know, drill it open or something like that. So that's another clever way, where you have one on your desk at work, you have one at home. Just drop in a 20 rand note. There's no pressure for me. Some people will probably say, I just want to drop in 50 or 100 rands or 200 rands, right? That's also a nice mechanism to just keep knowing that, okay, at least a month, I know I've saved 50 rand, right? I've saved 100 rand. I've dropped some kinds of notes. So that is a nice way of savings, and without thinking about it. Also, the money that comes from this piggy, you need to channel it in your mind to understand, okay, this has a purpose, and I'm not going to be using this money for clothes or going out. If maybe you want to do a trip overseas, that's also a nice way of savings, where you just put in money where you know, okay, I want to go to the States, I want to go to Australia, I want to go to Maldives, whatever. It's a nice way, but never for silly things like going out or here, or like things where I'm not going to get value for my money. All right. Another thing, being a young adult, being people who like maybe new homeowners, or thinking of getting a home and stuff like that. Saving money at the bank is very hard sometimes when you're a young adult, because you're just stuck in between starting your life, also just like spoiling yourself because you work so hard. So sometimes saving in a bank account is hard, because you can just go back and retrieve the money, especially if it's not like a fixed account or a notice. And I'm not talking about these 7-day notices, because that's like, you know, that's not too long to wait for me. So I have like accounts where I have like it's a 60 or 90 days notice. Of course, by the time this money comes out, I'm not going to need it. So I'm just never gonna put in notice for that, because if I have like an emergency, I need money right now, I'm not waiting 90 days. I'm not. I'm just not doing that. But yeah, that's just an example. Another way to save as a young adult is to get cards that allow you to get value for money, or have like a cash form to it. So I have these builders card, I have this cash build card, I also have this fair price card, right? So for the two builders card, for example, it's nice because I can just put money in there and there's no expiry date, right? Whenever I need something, let's say I need to get new towels, it's just an example, I need new towels, I can just run there and just swipe my card because I have a credit balance, and it's so easy. I've had my builder's card for maybe like going to 2 years now. Yeah, 2 years now, and there's no pressure. I'll just like put 100 rand, 150, 200. Another time randomly I needed like a saw, I needed certain things. I ran to builders, collected what I needed, all the nails and stuff, and I swiped my card, and it was so nice. I was so relaxed. I didn't have stress. I didn't have to use my own money at the time. Do you understand? Also, the cash build, same thing. If you're young adult, you're gonna be buying a house, you need a card whenever you need to do maintenance, like you need new tiles and stuff. You don't necessarily need to be tapping into your physical savings or stressing about, okay, I need to reserve money, because you'd already be saving. People take for granted little savings, like saving 100 rand. If you get a cash build card, and cash build cards are not just for like homeowners, you can get it long before. If you know that in the next 3 years I'm going to buy a house, you get a cash build card or builder's card, and you start putting money in there. You start putting money in there, and you put money and you put money. By the time you get your house, maybe let's say you've been able to save 7,000. It can go a long way. It can go a long way, definitely. If there's something small that you need, you can just end up maybe budgeting for labor, but these things actually help. And it allows you to save in a different form, where you just pay up. And it's nice to pay when there's no pressure, where I'm not forced to save 200 every month. I don't have to know. Like I said, this is my way of doing it. I don't necessarily like insurances, because I feel like somehow, somewhere, you don't really get value for your money. Like I can be paying insurance premiums for 10 years, and then it's time to claim. I'm not going to get that full value of my 10 years claim, right? Not to say that insurances are bad. They are good. You should have insurance. If you can afford it, take it. But also, these kinds of alternatives are very, very nice, right? A very, very nice way. If you need something, you have a credit balance, you run. If you save 10,000, you have 10,000 to spend. There's no, you can only like claim only 30,000 for no, and to only find out over the 10 years you have paid more than that. So for me, that's the only reason why I'm just like, that's not my thing. That's not my favorite thing to do. But yeah, I highly recommend that you make sure you have some kind of security, and insurances are very, very good for that. But also have like these little plans, contingency places. They give you a contingency plan, they give you a lot of peace of mind to know that I have some kind of savings. If, okay, I have to pay my balloon payment, at least I have 30,000 towards that I have been saving, that I don't have to start stressing about. Stop waiting for a time to save, okay? Saving starts now when you're young, okay? Get over the hype of spending. When you're a young adult, you just get your home, you just get your job and you start working. It's a stress between like establishing yourself, where you get your own place, get your car, and you also want a good life. Soft life is like a necessary thing. We work very hard, so I don't ever blame or bash people for spoiling themselves, but get over that hype. You can't be in that phase forever, okay? Don't want to get like a house when you're 30 only. If you can, get it when you're 26, when you're 25, when you're 24, okay? There's certain things when I turn 30 that I believe I should have by then, so I've already started preparing for that and make sure that, okay, this I have, so that when I get to that age, I'm like, okay, I'm comfortable, I'm in a good space. Yes, I couldn't per se only just save thousands, but I have multiple ways that I did invest, that I did save, not just only bank cash flow. So yeah, that's the only tips I have for today. I'll definitely try bringing more videos where I look into other stores, and discuss certain things, like maybe food savings, how to counteract that. And some people, like I said, they are still in the hype of clothes and all that. For now, I've just told you that the lay by terms is best, but hopefully I can bring you more saving savvy things like these. So today, all your new homeowners, existing homeowners, you could do that. Just get your cards, put money in there, and start putting money now. Don't wait. okay, for you to see that, okay, my tiles are going off, I need to start saving. If you save, let's say for the first 7 years, if you have a brand new house, most of the stuff has a lot of warranty, it's going to last very long. Start saving from then, okay? By the time you need to replace something, you just swipe your card, okay, and you smile, because you don't have to take out more coin, right? And again, make sure you get yourself this minion piggy bank. It's the best. Thank you again for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Please share our videos, please like. I highly appreciate that. See you in our next video.